Earlier tonight, we talked about babies behaving badly in this campaign.
I need to be able to drive for work, so losing my licence wasn't the best career move. Huge pain in the arse for my boss, and guys I worked with have lost a fair bit of respect for me. So yeah, losing your licence sucks pretty bad.
Oh, don't cry, baby. You can always get a job with Nike. The campaign also features humiliating social media clips.
Davo, you know you're meant to be on deliveries today. No bloody good to anybody now, are you?
Oh, fun fact, that's how I carry around Russell. Jess, will this make young men grow up?
Look, it's the same strategy as a famous old speeding ad, if anyone else also remembers the Pinky ad. I think the line was, speeding, nobody thinks big of you. And peer-to-peer influence in behaviour change is a really valid strategy. We know it works. But I think that, you know, activating on that in this kind of context is a little bit tricky. We want to shift it from something that has this blokey bravado and these old tropes at the heart and to have something a little bit more kind and supportive and accepting. So in this context, connecting stupid driving to masculinity labelling actually feels quite counterintuitive, because even though you can control one in terms of the speeding, you're inadvertently giving permission to be quite mean and hurtful in the other space and using taunts from an old generation. So I think that it's a really hard one because it does have cut through, it does make people laugh, but I think that the payoff for this, the risk, is a little bit too high, because I think that caricaturing men as babies will just reinforce negative stereotypes of men more than it will impact bad driving behaviour and speeding. So it's a value exchange that doesn't quite net out for me.
Yeah, I agree. I think that strategically it's smart, like Pinky. It's saying that shame and embarrassment ranks higher than death for 16 to 24-year-old males. And I think that is a true insight. If you want to get to them, go to their ego. And Pinky did it so well because they created a symbol. I mean, my finger's broken, so it looks more like a coat hanger than a pinky. But it was something you could share. What I think it's let down with the execution, because for me, I think young people watching that, with Pinky, they felt a sense of shame, because they moved it from being, you know, if you speed, it's not cool, it's you're a wanker. And this, I think what they'll do is they'll watch that ad and they'll laugh and then move on.
So humour can be really useful and really helpful. Here, they didn't quite get the tone right. It's a really fine line when it gets to laughing at people or laughing with people. And you don't want to invite commentary in social media then around the campaign that can get off topic fairly quickly and get into a bullying space. So it's it's quite complicated, this campaign.
So unsolicited advice. If I was going to tackle a brief like this, and it wouldn't be possible to do because governments have to be seen to be active all the time, and so it's hard to do these long-term plays, but I would look to form a long-term partnership with the next up-and-coming male influencer. So the likes of, but obviously not, Joe Rogan or Andrew Schultz, but the type of influencer that audience are listening to. But this is where the guys are. And if you want to change those behaviours, you have to be in those spaces. And the challenge is, the reason I say it's never going to happen is it's so difficult for government to do that, because, you know, it's like you can't in any way be associated with a potential individual that might say something that's going to get cancelled. But I guess it's like that payoff between, are we trying to genuinely drive change and how would that happen? It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but it doesn't happen through 30-second ad.